What's good, people, traders, and dedicated gold chasers? I hope you guys have had a wonderful couple of weeks. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube, and I'm back. This is episode number 12, bro. That means we've done this thing for at least 3 months. Shout out, guys. Shout out for going with us in the journey. Shout out for following us through our growth, and we just look forward to more growth throughout the year, and better trades, and better recording of trades, and getting better as traders and as people. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this journal. So as you guys can see, over the past 2 weeks I've taken 11 trades, 55% win rate, for a total R of 3%. Now you guys can see that on my equity curve I have this little drawdown that we have going down, and then after that we had a decent win streak. Now let's go through the trades specifically. So what you can see is that I started off the week pretty shit, in that I lost 2 trades, and then I won a trade, and then I lost a trade, and that's the way I ended that week. I ended that week last week, not this week. Last week I ended the week off in a -2%, and so you're coming into the next week, you're coming off from a loss, and you're really asking yourself, what is it that I did different this week compared to the prior weeks where I made money? And all you can really do is know that there wasn't too much differences besides really getting into the detail of things. And I've checked multiple trades, and I'll take you guys through one of them where a lot of the feeling that I had going into the trade was that it could play out, but then it just didn't. And it's just part of the game. As long as you trade in your strategy, and as long as you're staying true to what your strategy is, then there's nothing else that you can do, and all you can do is just focus on the current result and going on to the next trade. And I think that is perfectly demonstrated by what happened this week. So if I just filter for this particular week, here we go. So you'll be able to see that I've taken 7 trades with a total R of 5, right? Started the week off a bit shaky on Monday, coming into the markets, and you're obviously coming in with refreshed momentum and refresh review on the week, because it's a new week and you have an opportunity to trade, and you just know that last week's results don't determine this week's results. But then stepping into the market, when you start off like this, where you get this big push to the downside, nearly hitting TP but then turning back and taking out my SL, you really start questioning. I didn't question my strategy, because I know my strategy works, but I question if I'm executing the strategy the way it's supposed to be executed. And just taking a look at it, it's pretty clean. It's just unfortunate that it didn't work. Now after this, what happens is something that is, I think, is just perfect, bro. I think this is just perfect, bro. And the reason why I'm saying this is we went on a 5 trade win streak, and in that 5 trade win streak we scored a total of 7R, and that speaks to the strategy, and it speaks to as long as you stay consistent in doing exactly what you're supposed to do and following the steps that you're supposed to follow up until you take the trade, you should be fine regardless of the result. Now you don't know the sequence of wins and losses, and I think that's the biggest lesson over this past 2 weeks, is that you don't know the sequence of wins and losses and the way they're gonna come. You just need to know that over time your strategy will play out the way it needs to. And so let's just take a look at one of these trades, and what you can see is that we clearly had a clear downtrend. Now I believe that on this particular day we had the daily and the 4H green. We had 4H correlation across all pairs. All I needed to do was wait for a level to be created in the market, that level to be broken in my direction, and then anticipate continuations. And what you can see is that we had a clear continuation, we hit TP, and then after that, yes, we had a pullback, but it was clean. I think these couple days on GJ was just really clean, really clean. Now coming into Friday, I'm already telling myself I'm pretty much up by 5% for the week. I don't want to give too much orders back to the market. I don't want to give any money that I made to the market. I then took a trade on Friday, we won, and I told myself, well done. took the trade in the direction that it's going to go into. Well done. Like, we anticipated this, and it happened, and it played out, and it ended up going like way further down than like I anticipated, but that's perfect. I then went ahead and took a second trade. Now this second trade is debatable in that like my stop loss number one is too close to, it's not even in a structural point. It's supposed to be in around these highs right here, and this speaks to cockiness. When you have gone on a win streak, I kind of like stepped out of my trading plan at this point. Then also what I've noticed looking back is that the point of interest where I'm trading out of from a higher time frame perspective was a bit challenging. So yeah guys, that's my week. So there was a couple of lessons to learn in this trade, as I mentioned, and I think it's good just to like bring myself back down to earth from that perspective. And we're looking forward to next week really, and like what the markets have to present next week. I know that next week is quite heavy on news, and so yeah, just be aware of that. What I've also learned in the month of May is that you don't have to trade every week. You can go 2-3 weeks without trading, and then 1 week can be a bang of a week, and you can make really good return on what the market's presenting. So be aware of that. And yeah guys, from Marcy at the Modern Day Trader, I hope you guys don't forget that your unmatched perspicacity coupled with your sheer indefatigability makes you a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. So have a wonderful week, have a profitable week, and just remember that your work never goes unpaid. And peace out.